This is quite a... This is quite interesting infrastructure, may I say. I wonder what those buildings, that series of buildings are. There's an entryway in the center one. These are all very peculiar. Seattle is a peculiar place, a place of strongholds. It's kind of a hilly place, you know, you get that a lot. Extreme, you know, there's an extreme sense of hierarchy, you know, in a place like this. Mountainous territories and a lot of territoriality in you know, hilly places and mountainous regions. People want to hold the high ground, you know. And everything's a fucking competition. It's strange, you know, in the sound, there's all these different rocks. All these different rocks. I've noticed quartz, serpentine, jasper, basalt, granite. Interestingly, granite. The stone that the dead speak through. Granite. Makes you wonder what happened here long, long ago. Really makes you wonder. I don't know what the Indians believe about it. Whose land this was and we stole it away and... Yeah, I know. Yep. Yeah. I got some family, you know. Got some family, you know. Oh boy. Yeah, Kurt Cobain, he was a targetard. All his songs, it's interesting. Damn near all his songs, as far as I can tell, the ones that I recall, I'm no expert. I'd like to, you know, I'd like to do a very detailed study of the lyrics. I haven't really done that as yet. But it is all about, it's all about these, like, making fucking deals with the industry and, like, you know, and all these different interests, you know, tearing at you, you know, and how consequential all that is, you know. And it's very similar to kind of what I experienced down in LA, you know. But I mean, every place is like that, really, you know. Every place is like that. Bunch of fucking reptilians. Bunch of satanic monsters, you know. Compose the human race of this time. Are very much entrenched in warfare, you know. And competition of all kinds, you know. And sexual competition is the chief form of that competition takes, you know. And you have people willing to engage in dishonest contests that way, you know, warping the sexuality, warping the gender identity of people. Even in the womb, they're willing to do this, you know, with the chemicals and electromagnetic radiation and ionizing radiation and, you know. These sorcerers, you know, from way back, they figured out how to do all this stuff. These are really actually old techniques. Now, you know, gone viral, you know. Let's hope this fucking thing doesn't switch off. I should be having it wrapped in a RF, I should make an RF shielding little box for this fucking camera. Though it's got no Wi-Fi connection, supposedly. It's an older GoPro. The lens is all battered and got it for 20 bucks, you know. At any rate, I mean, I was conditioned to have all these strange responses and all these strange little affectations, when I'm on camera and I talk about certain things, and it makes me come across as inhuman and as though I'm sort of asexual, as though I'm simply a computer or like a cyborg of some kind. A lot of you people, you don't know that mind control, it's a really... it's a hard thing to overcome, and it can be just very cleverly constructed, But also, it's never total. It's not like in the movies so much. I don't know. It's not like the Manchurian Candidate. I don't know if you read that 1960s novel. I did, and I watched the two the movies, the original, and then the one with Denzel Washington, made in the early 2000s. But it's not in general, it's not that complete, and it depends. Everybody's different, It depends on how much you acquiesce to it, how much you tried to work with those people, and you persuaded them, and you tried to carve out a some kind of niche for yourself, and say, hey, I'm valuable, and you don't have to just cause me to self-destruct in some kind of awful way for the furtherment of the police state or something. This is something they tried to do with me, but then I tried to, and that's standard practice, but I tried to, I didn't want to be so compartmented and fragmented, and it's just, you people just don't understand all the ins and outs of it. It's a very complex subject, and but they can only exert so much influence. That's the thing, and they try to work with pre-existent motivations, internal motivations. Whether these were artificially constructed, at an early age, that's what they found with me. I'd been met with, early programming at the age of 7, and anyway, they knew they had a thing like me. They knew that's kind of what they had, and so it was looking. I had all the signs. Say, oh wow, we got some real promising talent here, we could do something with this guy, and so they did a lot of things with me, I was put to use in a lot of different ways, so basically, yeah, sure, I'm a terrorist, I was working for these in effect, they're domestic terrorists, with connections to the Marine Corps and the CIA, and, it's all just, it all falls in the same territory, the criminality and the occult and witchcraft and black operations and all that stuff is all woven together. Human trafficking, that's another thing. I was having some fucking recall of this. I was out late at night. We're going to stay someplace. We're going to stay someplace out in the country. Some back road, we went down some back road. I don't know what I'd been doing before, but we went to this kind of rundown place, and inside there were. I recall that there were some teenage girls who were evidently addicted to hard drugs, and they had all this occult paraphernalia and literature in this room, and there was some really disturbing things going on, and I forget what they wanted me to participate in, and then when I left the building, somebody said, "Oh, he can't handle this kind of thing at all," you know. And my handler, he'd warned me that, well, there's some other aspects to this whole world, you know, that you know, you may not like, you know. Yeah, I was, you know, receiving very, you know, special, you know, kind of, I was being treated with kid gloves in a lot of ways, in some ways, and, you know, because they liked, you know, they thought I was a fount of information, you know, special information. You know, I had read so many damn books, and words, you know, they're codes, you see. Words provide access to all kinds of different, they give clues about all these different disciplines, you know, and all the codes they use, all the jargon, and, you know, I was able to make all these different connections for these people, you know. So I was valued for that, you know. That's just one thing. It's strange. I need to run more, you know. I've got all this lactic acid built up. It's actually paining me. I need to take cordyceps to increase the oxygen carrying capacity of my blood. It does so like nothing else, no other supplement I've tried, you know. What do we have here? Oh, this is just this little stagey little thing. Anyway, yeah, it was something else. How's it going? Sorry, man. Oh, well.